Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another training video for my daily trade plan EA. It's an expert advisor and it does go into the expert advisor folder on your MT4 platform. Today's date is August the 16th as I do this video, and this video will be doing the daily trade plan for the New York session for today. All three videos were done on the same day. Now, of course, if you want to know more about these inputs, it's an expert advisor, as I mentioned. It goes into the expert folder. It's called the Daily Trade Plan EA, and I've already went through in video number 1 everything in here. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free just to get in contact with me. And I have the one for a 24-inch monitor, and I also have one for a 14-inch laptop monitor. So, which I can give both of those if you so desire. It's not a big deal. Okay, here we go. Now, what we have is, this morning I got in front of the computer. Okay, I started with a Forex pair, Euro Aussie, and this here. I was up this morning, and I believe I took this snapshot in real time, like at 7 o'clock this morning, approximately. And so these are all either buying or selling. And here it is right here for the New York. It was this morning. And let's see. Well, let's just go. The first two right here are buying, selling, and this next two is buying. This is selling. Okay. Okay, so I put in some arrows here. Remember, the first two here are selling. So there's the first arrow from 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up and trading, moving forward. So here's the first push down. Then it went back up, and then if you still wanted to sell again, you can sell again here. But I'm not trading this late in the day. This is lunchtime. So right at this point right here, on this candle right here, can take the trade, and that's producing like close to 30 pips. Now keep in mind you can actually go in both directions, and as it breaks the goal line, it's starting to go up. The 30 minutes and the 1 hour will be saying to buy, and that's on the daily trade plan. It will change every 30 minutes to an hour, whether it's going down for selling and going up and buying. So moving right along to another example, and this one here is the same thing again. Selling. Remember, the first two are selling and the next two are buying. So waiting for any kind of a pullback. There's your sell candle right here. Trigger, arrow, sell, or you can sell as it pulls back up, getting around 20 pips. And then of course then there is another cycle, and this is the way the market moves. It's very random, down and up and down, and that's why I love this easy trader system with the super signal indicator. Okay, let's take a look at some more examples. The next one is Euro Yen. So the next, these two are bullish. Just to let you know, I've already put in all the arrows all the way across here, whether we're either bullish or bearish. So I don't have to keep bringing this up, as I have the arrows in each and every one of them. So here we go. Euro Yen, wanted to be buying. It's bullish. So there's your buy signal candle, and you're taking a trade here. Now, I wouldn't catch it until it's over here. So waiting for the pullback, that's the magic word, pullback. And you're going to take the trade in between the two moving averages as close to the goal line as possible. And so your stop, if you pull the trigger right here, stop is about 17 pips, and to the top up there is over 100 pips. And of course, every time you get a bit of a pullback and it touches the moving averages, you can add another position, or you can get in the trade if you so desire. Now we can run a check on the next one, Euro New Zealand. There's the arrow. So for the London pullback and then the New York pullback, as I mentioned in the first video or the previous video, here it is right here. The magic word is pullback. Take the trade right on the goal line or here, which is only 10 pips difference. And it did top out with about 70 pips. So another excellent trade taken right from the daily trade plan. That's why it's very important to have this EA. Let's see, next one, euro dollar. Look for bearish trades, bearish. Here we go. Now some days will be like this. The nice big move was from here down. So it did go down. Here was a slight pullback, getting in. That's producing 17 pips. And of course, it's hitting strong support somewhere in the past. And then it shot straight up, which is tradable, by the way, because once it gets around the goal line, you're going to have the 30 minutes and the 1 hour in your favor for buying. At which point, there's your buy signal. You're in on this buy signal here, and you're going to get in on this wick. Remember, you're always taking a trade on the candle that has the arrow right here. So that move up there is 60 pips, and of course you can sell again. That's your trigger. And then the next candle where the arrow is, get in for 16 pips. Now we're moving on to the pound pairs, pound Aussie. Goal line is going up. All I'm thinking about, and especially from the daily trade plan, looking for bullish trades. Your signal candle is right here. Blue, blue, blue. TZ is going up. Then you're waiting for the pullback. Remember this slight pullback right here to the goal line. And then taking a trade. Stop will be about 14 pips. And it did top out with 100 pips. Now, if you missed that one here, you can get in here. If you missed that one, well, you can take the trade as close to the goal line as possible for another 86 pips. So you can enter 1, 2, technically here 3, and then 4. You can put 4 positions here if that's what you so desire. And then you have to think of this goal line as a very powerful magnet. Once you have the London close right here on this candle, and you get a sell signal on this candle, the next candle where the arrow is, you can actually trade back to the goal line, which is around 38 pips. So you can trade in both directions, but I'm not trading this late in the day. Moving on to the next pound CAD. Daily trade plan is suggesting to buy. And another thing I noticed right here, I can point that out. When I see it, price is going down and the TZ is going up. So this is called positive divergence. Along with the bars here too, they're going up. So buy signal here. So you can wait for a pullback. Myself, I would get in around here somewhere. And look at that. A 10 pips will hold. And it did top out with more than 70 pips. Another good run on this day. Moving right along to the pound Swiss. Another one we're buying. There's your candle for your trigger candle. And the next one, now if you pull the trigger here, you have to go below the goal line to put your stop. So 15 pips will hold. It went against you 11 pips. Now you can either wait for the pullback, and that means you'll have 11 pips more in your pocket. Then you can get in here, and that ended up paying, well, that's pretty close to 100 pips. Now entry 1 is here. Another entry, just to let you know, when it goes from red to blue, and then the next candle is the arrow, get in, you can add another lot in here for another 85 pips. You can actually put in 2 trades. Actually 1, 2, and 3. It's up to you, however you want to trade. Just remember, money management and trade management are very important. Moving on to the pound yen. Here it is right here from the daily trade plan. And of course you get your signal here. Now what I would do is, there's a signal here, there's the arrow, and then just wait for any kind of a pullback. Now this pullback here is roughly 18 pips. That'll be 18 pips more in your pocket, and producing roughly, look at that, that's not bad at all, 156 pips. Now if you miss this one, when it goes from red to blue, that's your trigger on this candle, and there's the arrow, and you have an hour to get in the trade. Just get in the trade with another lot with about 120 pips in your pocket. I love trading this pound yen. Pound yen for Asian, back here, Asian, London, and New York. It's a great pair to trade. Moving on to the pound New Zealand. Another one wanted to be buying from the daily trade plan. So here's a pullback. Pullback, remember that's the magic word, pullback. So all of these you can take the trade as close to the goal line as possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, so let's just average it out. Stop would be about 20 pips, and it did top out with 100 pips. This pound New Zealand, it moves a lot also. But it does pay, these pound pairs paid, except for the pound dollar. Pound dollar is $10 a pip, like gold and oil and Russell. And then all the other pound pairs are, less than $10. You can check with your broker if you want to know exactly what it pays out if you did one standard lot. Moving right along, let's see. I mentioned the pound dollar pays $10 a pip. And let's see, selling. Now this one didn't go very much, so that's why you must wait for some kind of a pullback. Because look at that, that's only 16 pips. And you have to realize that if it's not breaking the bottom, then there's a good chance it's going to go the other direction. And let's see, pound dollar. Yeah, you see, as soon as it starts to go up, after the 30-minute candle, it's already blue here. Soon as this one turns blue, there's a really good chance this one right here is going to start to say look for bullish trades. So that's your candle trigger. There's the arrow. You're going to pull the trigger here or here, and away it goes. If you're buying, going the other way for 88 pips. Now by the time you clear the goal line, so anywhere on the goal line, look down at the bottom. Everything is screaming blue, buy, buy, buy. And there you go for around 75 pips. And of course, if you really want to continue trading, once it dies out here, and you get a buy signal right there, get in on these two candles, and that's good for about another 25 pips. But to be honest with you, I'm not trading after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have the box going from 6 a.m. You can see, by the way, the GCI platform is New York time. So from 6 a.m. and I end the box at 3 o'clock. I definitely don't want to be in a trade past 3 o'clock. By the way, you can adjust these boxes to whatever your broker platform to match it up to the hours that you are trading. Moving right along to the last Forex pair. So want to be selling, there's the arrow from the daily trade plan. This is the candle where you're getting the trigger and you're going to take the trade as close to the arrow as possible. That's the way I look at it. So if you pull the trigger here, there's the stop, 12 pips, and to this bottom is 50, and to that bottom is around 75. And if the box is, this box should be going down to here, so I just go 30 minutes back to 15 minutes, and there it is right there. So it just didn't bring in enough of the data to fill in this blue box. So now we're moving to the instruments that actually move the most and pay the most. So here we go. So on this crude oil, at the very beginning, we're thinking about buying according to the trade plan. Let's take a look at it again. Crude oil. You see, when you have the 30 minutes and the 1 hour and the 4 hours, so I'm expecting a move up. But because the daily, weekly, and monthly is down, so it's going to go, I don't know how much, but it's going to go up and then it'll go down. And that's exactly what you got right here. Your signal is on this candle, so if you can try to get in as close to the goal line as possible. So as this candle's going up, that's exactly what you're going to see down at the bottom, everything blue. Get in, stop will be 67 ticks, but it didn't even go one tick again, so it just went straight up. And that's, you're risking whatever ticks you want to put in there as a stop, but you're going to get 170, and that's times $10. So if you did one standard lot, that'd be $1,700 for that little move. And then of course the daily, weekly, monthly is kicking in right at this candle here. And then you're going to take the trade either here, here, or here. So let's just average it out. And to the bottom down there is over 400. If you did one standard lot, just to let you know, that is $4,000. Now you know why I love doing these other instruments here. They move a lot and pay a lot. Not all of them, of course, but you know, crude oil, gold, NASDAQ, DAX 30, Russell, you know, those are my favorites. So let's see now. This DAX 30 is the one that I love trading the most. I could just sit on the DAX 30 and make a killing. So the trade plan, so we can, let's take a look at that. Look at this. These three are up, and when I took the snapshot, these two are down. So it could go down a bit first, and then definitely on the DAX 30 going up. So there is that bit of a move down. That's why the 30 minutes and the let's see, 30 minutes and the 1 hour is red, going down, which is tradable, by the way. Here's your signal right there. Get in on all these candles, and your first target would obviously be a gold, but it did bottom out with well over 600 pips. So even if you do 600 times, I'm just going to do it very roughly in my head. It's almost 4. So 6 times 4, because it's $3.75 for each tick. So, and this is 670. So 6 times 4, 24. This would be like $2,400 if you did one standard lot. Now once you get a buy signal, that's your candle, trigger, signal, and then here's your trigger on this. So on where the arrow is, you can get in here or here. Wait for the pullback, as I always say, it's very important. That's 123 ticks. You add all the digits, and it did top out here. And by the way, if you want to double your account, the magic number is 1334. So as it's going up, and if you did one standard lot for a $5,000 account, when it gets to 1334, you're going to double your account. It'll be on this candle if it reaches it. Right about, like right around here. Yeah. Right about here, your account will grow from $5,000 to $10,000. So you just have to, if you have a smaller account, just divide it by 500, and whatever that number comes, you can do one mini lot. If you have a larger account, divide it by 5,000, and then for every whatever that number is, 3, 4, 5, whatever, that's how many standard lots you can do. So this DAX 30, 3 or 4 days a week, you can easily double your account in one trade. And if you have this Easy Trader, I gave you 4 Word documents where you can actually take $1,000 and in 10 months you turn that into $1 million. And if you want to really speed up the process, you can actually take the $1,000 and in 30 days turn that into $1 million. But you have to trade either the DAX 30 or the NASDAQ. It's more difficult to do the Russell. But these two, NASDAQ, DAX 30, you can double your account pretty much every day. Okay, moving on to gold. Gold is $10 a tick. There's the arrow. Want to be selling. And remember, the magic word is pull back. And you're trying to take the trade either here or here. Even if you take the trade here, only went against you 7 pips or ticks. And if you take the trade here, you can get away with a 10 pip stop. And it did bottom out with around 63. So if it was 60 times 10, well, that would be $600 if you did one standard lot. You can easily see the DAX 30 will pay out a lot more. Moving on to the Dow Jones. Now this one is $5 a tick. It did hit a double bottom right here. Price is not going any further down. Plus I know I want to be buying from back here and here. So once I see this and then a pullback, there's your buy. You're buying right around the arrow. But if you do that, you have to put your stop there. So that's 67 ticks. Now, if you just exercise some patience and wait for it to come back around here somewhere, then take the trade, then your stop is only going to be 25 ticks. Much better. And first there is 158. That's 330. And that's 430. So let's say you got 400 times $5. If you did one standard lot, that would be $2,000. Entry 1 would be in this area. Entry 2 would be right around here. And, well, there's no more candles that touched moving averages. So no matter how you look at it, it's pretty good from here or here. Even from here is not bad. Over 200 and over 300 ticks. Moving along to the NASDAQ. So we want to be buying. There's the arrow. Now, this is tradable. And once you hit around the goal line, you're going to have the 30 minutes and the 1 hour telling you to sell. Breaks the goal line. And I do teach that in my trigger systems. how to trade the goal line. When it breaks the goal line and it comes back here, here, or it kisses it here, that's a very good entry as long as everything is red, looking exactly like this. And it did bottom out with, let's see, you remove the last two digits. Let's just go with 120. So if you do 120 times 20, that's 24. 2 times 12 is 24. That would be $2,400 approximately if you did one standard lot. Now, if you still want to buy, because of the fact that, let's see, NASDAQ. Look at all this. Look at all. I took this screenshot this morning at 7 o'clock, so look at NASDAQ. Look at all the ups. Preferred. So after it does this little bit of a cycle, you'll have the 30 minutes and the 1 hour in your favor, and then you can trade. That's your trigger candle, and you're going to take the trade right here. That's 82. If you miss the next time it comes back to the goal line, you can get in again to grab another 100. So lots of pips going down, lots of ticks up, more ticks again up. So one trade, two trades, and then of course 3 trades. Moving right along, let's run a check on Russell. Now remember, as I mentioned it earlier, if you buy the Russell, you can buy the Dow, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. Now remember, once it breaks the goal line, this is tradable. So it comes back and kisses the goal line. Look down at the bottom. There's no blue. Just take the trade. Put your stop anywhere around here. It's not too much. 20 pips will hold. And it looks like you got at least 160 times $10. So that's $1,600. If you wanted to trade, in other words, you can trade going against the trend, and you can trade going with the trend. This is your trigger candle, and you're going to take the trade as soon as the next candle opens and maybe just comes down a bit. That move there is 140, and that is over 200. So if you got 200 times $10, that move right there would be like $2,000. Pretty good. Moving right along to the other one that I mentioned you could be buying, and there's the arrow. This one did not do as big of a move, but that's just the way trading goes. This is your trigger candle, and so as it's going up, I like to, if I see it, I'll pull the trigger as it's going up right at the goal line. That move there is 235, and that move there is 360. So you got to multiply that by $5, 15. That could be approximately 1,600 if you did one standard lot. So not too bad at all. Okay, let's move on to silver. Keep in mind silver. Also, when you see the arrows, if you have this, well, you can adjust the arrows closer to the candles, but it doesn't bother me. I want to be selling it. According to the daily trade plan, what's the magic word? Pullback. So you have all of these candles to pull the trigger, locking in at least 20 ticks times $50. Remember, it pays $50 for each tick. So that works out for $1,000 if you did one standard lot. Not too bad at all. Again, last one we're looking at, the 30-year bonds. And there's the arrow from the daily trade plan. Let's take a quick look at that again. Yeah, look at the last two are selling. So there's your sell signal. Wait for the pullback and get in. That's 140 times 5. This one doesn't pay a lot, but that would be $700. And of course, if you miss that one, you can catch the next one. On these two candles, that's about 130. So times 5, $650. Standard lot. So almost at the end of this video. One more quick look at this. And just watch these 3 videos, especially the first video. where you can play with the inputs if you want to make any minor adjustments. Keep in mind that this is running live, and every 30 minutes, the 30 minutes can change. Every hour, at the top of the hour, this can change. So these first three will change through the day, and these ones take longer to change. Anyhow, I just looked at the time. We're looking at a little over 30 minutes. Time to wrap up this third and final video on trading the New York session. Hopefully you're beginning to see how these two, the super signal along with this daily trade plan, it's going to make your trading much easier and a lot of fun, and you'll start making, hopefully real soon, finding a lot of successful trades. If you have any questions at all you got to do is get in contact with me, and if not, good luck with your trading, and we'll just see you in the next video.